Greetings, this is Superintendent Keith Marty, Parkway School District. I'm outside of Henry Elementary School here on a very nice summer day. It's been a while since we chatted, and I wanted to provide an update for both our community, our parents, and our staff as we continue to work in preparing for the fall. First of all, I have four distinct messages today, and I want to start first of all by thanking all of you, staff and parents, for your tremendous response to the survey that we conducted a couple weeks ago. I'm going to be using some notes today so I don't miss any key points. And one of the points is that we had 11,500 families and staff participate in that survey. It has been very helpful, the information you shared with us. We're going to summarize that in an email, and it's also going to be on our webpage. So please go to get more detail. I don't have the time to share all that with you today. I will share a few highlights, but please, if you want to learn more about the specifics from that survey, please go there. Secondly, let me tell you a little bit about the planning and the planning process that's underway for the fall. We have established a reentry steering committee, we're calling ourselves, to really look at all aspects, including the data we collected from the survey, as well as information from the health department, to put together reentry plans. We're in that process right now. We as a region, and when I say the region, the Ed Plus agency out of St. Louis, which all the school districts are part of, almost 25 school districts, are engaged in planning together as well. We want to be somewhat together. Obviously, all districts will have individual plans, but we're also planning as a region. We've agreed that we'll all release our plans on July 20th. We want to provide as much time as we can and get as close as possible to the school year start so we can have as up-to-date current information as we possibly can. But we also want to give you time to certainly adjust to and make plans for that school year. So I'll talk a bit about why that date is so critical. But in the process and the time leading up to that, we certainly are sharing information and sharing aspects of our planning, but we will not have a final plan until July 20th. We'll keep in mind as we do this planning so many key points, and I'll just want to share those with you. Number one, safety is our primary concern. We need to have plans that are certainly keeping our students safe, number one, our staff as well, our community, and so we're going to be very conscious of safety. We want to establish caring learning environments. And what does that mean? We do not want to establish environments of which don't represent really taking care of our students and their needs. So we're really conscious about that. We're also conscious about having quality teaching learning experiences. You know, there has been some criticism of the e-learning here this spring, but we did the best we could, but we know we have to get better if we do have to do some of that again to return to that part. And also finally, we need to maintain high quality emphasis of our Parkway standards and expectations in the teaching and learning that we set up. Again, that's all part of our planning. Thirdly, I do want to mention that in our survey, approximately 15% of our family and a large number of staff indicated their desire to have the 2021 school year be conducted virtually. Students learning virtually, some of our staff working virtually or working at home as well. We can do that. We're working on that. While we don't have a lot of specifics, we'll be bringing that to you, but we are planning to have, as a part of our planning for the 2021 school year, virtual learning. We recognize, again, as part of our safety plan and comfort plan, that some of you simply want to have that available for your students, and staff, you want to be able to do that work virtually. This is going to be a unique year. We hope to be able to return to normalcy, if that's such a word, but certainly this school year we need to recognize that. And then finally, I want to just mention that on July 1st, we are going to reopen, in a sense, our facilities. We're calling it phase 2 of our reopening. This is an opportunity for us to do some testing, honestly, of the conditions we're going to have in fall. You will notice that our athletes will be taking part in some workouts. Misha, our athletic state agency, does allow for summer workouts. We're going to do that, but under the establishment of the St. Louis Sports Medicine Task Force, in cooperation with Mercy and so many other institutions, have established a pretty strict guides on how that is going to be conducted. Our ADs, our coaches will conduct practices and conditioning in that way. We also will be having some community ed courses and classes available in our schools, and some of you will be participating in that. But again, we'll be practicing social distancing and all the necessary safety precautions. Some of you will see our outdoor facilities and some indoor facilities will be used. But we're going to use that phase 2 certainly to be very cautious and considering, again, safety needs. But it is a good rehearsal for potentially the school year. Again, I hope that you understand that we're still working and getting ready for the school year. We really thank our community for, again, their participation in the survey, your patience, your ongoing desire for us to be attentive to various aspects, and we do appreciate some of the communication you've passed on to us. We take those all seriously. We do recognize some of you want to have a different approach this year, and we're going to meet those needs in our planning. And finally, we are beginning to reopen our facilities gradually and cautiously here in the month of July. I hope this has been valuable. Please look for the accompanying email. Go to our webpage for additional information. Again, thank you, all of you. Appreciate the cooperation, and we'll be in touch in the future. Thank you.